First of all, we need to thank our President, Cyril Ramaphosa, for declaring these 10 days of national mourning, because Winnie Mandela was not just a housewife, a grandmother, but she was a hero of the liberation struggle. Her contribution to the freedom struggle in South Africa is immense. Personally, her contribution is unparalleled. So we need to ensure that we celebrate the life of this very remarkable woman. So from the government side, we are demonstrating that we need to recognize people who made this contribution. So as a government, the president decided that he must give her the biggest award after the state funeral, which is the category number 1, which is being done today, and also on Saturday, when the president, as the chief mourner, will be delivering his eulogy.
Minister, your personal reflections on Mama Winnie Mandela?
Well, for me, I regard her as a person who, despite all odds, was prepared to die so that our people must be free. The mere fact that he decided to remain here in Soweto is a reflection that she always wanted to be amongst her people. Even before she joined technically the liberation struggle, but you can see that her heart was always with the people. Her decision to become the first black social worker in the history of South Africa tells you that her heart was with the people. So I think ordinary South Africans love Mandela, Winnie Mandela, and also she loved her people very passionately.
Well, sure, go ahead, Siki.
Any personal reflections? When was the last time you saw her? What was the first time you met her or encountered her?
Well, I last saw her early this year. As you know, my family and hers are very, very much close. Yeah. But unfortunately, shortly before she died, I was not there with her. But I just came shortly after she passed on. Her daughters, Zinzi and Zenani, were there. Magazi were the grandchildren. Her bishop, Rivers here of the district here in Johannesburg. Our national chairperson, Mantashe, was also there. It was a very, very somber moment. I kiss her forward as my sign of respect, and also to salute the contribution that she made to the freedom struggle for the people of South Africa. We dearly miss her. I was very fond of her. She was very fond of me. We are very, very, very close indeed.
One of the conversations that is being held, especially in the aftermath of her passing, has been the impact that the apartheid system, and being such a central figure of fighting apartheid, what that did to her family. As somebody who would have first-hand knowledge of having seen the impact of just the role she had to play on her daughters, on her great-grandchildren, perhaps take us a little bit into your confidence. What did that mean? What were the sacrifices made by those who perhaps were losing out time with a mother, with a grandmother, with a sister?
If you take into account that she got married at the tender age of 22, by 25, her husband, our icon Mandela, was sent to Robben Island. Here, this young woman with 2 children, the entire leadership of the liberation movement is either dead or in jail or in exile. So the historic responsibility of leadership just rested on her shoulders. And the harassment, the torture, all those, sometimes even we as politicians, we underestimate the devastating impact of the system of apartheid to families. So that's what I see there, where you see family being destroyed literally in front of people. But what I admire for her is that her fortitude, her resilience, her spirit of no surrender, her total defiance and hatred of the system of apartheid, but at the same time, her deep love for the people. I think this is one thing that we need to remember Mandela. You can see that in her children. Their fighting spirit, Zinzi Zenani. You can see that they were brought up by this remarkable woman, Winnie Mandela.
And even post-apartheid, she didn't sit back on her laurels. She continued to contribute. Talk us through that contribution.
Well, as I indicated earlier on, the mere fact that she decided to remain in Soweto, she could have gone to the suburb in the north and so on, but her life is with the people. She's a real, her DNA is a social worker, to work with the people. That's what she loves most. And as many people have said, Winnie Mandela, even ordinary people, when you see them coming there, you can see these are genuine people who are pouring their life for Mandela. Winnie Mandela. When at the church on Sunday, it was very remarkable to see a priest, to see old women, young children, the way they remember Winnie Mandela is very genuine, no plastic. So I think this woman, I think we should have recognized her more than we did as a people of South Africa.
How would you describe the nature of your loss?
It's devastating. But as I said, we need to pick up her spear and continue the fight for the total economic liberation of the people of South Africa, so that that vision of a better life for all must come, not tomorrow, but today.
Now, beyond obviously mourning her death, and as a nation we have lost the mother of the nation, but globally there is also this recognition. People have been sending in their tributes and also commemorating her life as well. What can we expect today in terms of international contribution?
I think we're going to see a lot of people from across the globe. I do understand that Jesse Jackson will be coming, Farah Khan, Naomi Campbell, and so on and so forth. I think I saw it firsthand how the world has iconized Winnie Mandela. In 2003, during the 30th anniversary of the CARICOM in Jamaica, I accompanied President Mbeki there. I was so astonished, but pleasantly, when the Prime Minister organized a meeting with ordinary Jamaicans who wanted to address the President. At the time, there was this perception that Mama Winnie was being unfairly treated. I was so amazed. Ordinary people in Jamaica, they were talking like people of Soweto or Langa, how they actually were so intimate with Winnie Mandela, regardless of what had happened, but you could see that she had that magnet that attracted people from across the globe.